welcome back to another video, guys. We are making another pillow and we are using more of my fabric scraps to make this pillow. The only difference is that we are going to be applying a trim, and I'll show you how to do just that. But before we get to that stage, we actually have to go ahead and start making panels. Two panels, one for the front and one for the back, from these pieces of fabric. Now, in the last video, we did some triangles. In this video, we are not going to be cutting triangles. We're just going to be using the pieces of fabric as they are. So let's get started. To apply this brush looped, it's a looped brush fringe. It's a brush fringe. Most brush fringe has the loops cut, but this one is not cut, it's looped. So it's a looped brush fringe, and I am going to be starting I am not left-handed, I am right-handed, so I'm going to start on this side here. And what I'm going to do is just let it overshoot the side of the panel here. And then I'm going to go ahead and stitch it onto the panel right around. And for this, you can use the biggest stitch setting on your sewing machine. And with the loops being, with the fringe not being cut, sometimes it does get caught on the presser foot, so it takes a little time. And then brush fringe itself is not very deep. But stick with me, we'll get it done. Okay. Okay, so generally I would turn the corner with the fringe, but I'm not going to do that with this because it's not very deep and the loops are getting caught on the on the presser foot. So I am just going to start again by just putting this across and start stitching. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do is fit these two pieces on top and then stitch. Okay. Now when you're doing an envelope pillow, the end that you want to be on the outside when you're done should be under the bottom. So I want this part to be on the outside, so it's under the bottom. Okay, so I am gonna put a couple pins in and then I'll show you what I do next. Yeah, so I am gonna flip this baby over, and because my brush fringe is so narrow, I'm gonna have to make sure I keep poking it in when I'm stitching. But basically my guide for stitching the pillow together is gonna be this stitch around the perimeter that I use to stitch the brush fringe onto the fabric panel. So I'm gonna go ahead and start stitching. So you see I am using this stitch as my guide. I'm just gonna keep tucking in my very skimpy brush fringe so that when I'm done I do have some fringe showing. That's it. Now I am just gonna reinforce the part at the opening. Yeah, thank you so much for being here, friends. I hope you enjoyed this video lesson. I hope you learned something. Drop it in the comments. Let me know. Please remember, before you leave, like, share, comment, subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Thank you guys again so much for your support here.